welcome everyone to the Brewery field, home of Spennymoor Town FC. Now, it's a little more field than Brewery than I would have otherwise liked, but we are of course here for today's game. Before we get on with today's game though, we do have plenty of news to catch up on, including 2 league games. So, without further ado, let's hop into Football Manager 22. Okay, so if you've been around the channel for a while, you will know I like to do highlights to catch up on games. Unfortunately though, our games were rather drab since last episode. The first one of course was away against Gloucester, where we had 1,772 turn out. They turned out though to a 0-0 ball draw. 272 away fans by the way, so thank you to the 200 odd people who came. Newton had a great game, he got an 8 rating, but Donaldson on a 6.6. Wright had a decent game on a 7.5, but Dyson let us down on a 6.6, 6.5 for Heaney, 6.9, 6.6 for Josh Knowles. If we just click into that, we'll have a little look at the match statistics. So, in terms of match statistics, it was a very close game there. 11 shots to our 13. Both sides struggling to shoot though. Both of us only getting 4 on target. They had 0.55 XG. We had a 1.49. Just very 50-50. Even with the possession, look at that, 53 to 47, passing completion 87 and 84. Like, it was a 50-50 game, and it ended up being rather dull. Now, the second game was Brackley. We welcomed them to our stadium, and we had a nice turnout, 2,656. Only 75 of them, by the way, are Brackley fans. So, Brackley, get your away support up, because that is a little shocking. Anyways, 6.5 for Clayton Donaldson, again, having a rough time. If we head into that one, though, we can look at that one and only goal, which, of course, was Mark Beck. Knowles was provider. And, well, Ollie Dyson came down the right-hand side. He pulls it back post. Knowles nods it, hits the post. Beck, just to follow it up, places it in that left-hand side. But what was the rest of that news? The other news sees us make a brief pit stop here in the notebook, and the first bit is on our affiliate. Unfortunately, after extensive searching, our board was unable to find an affiliate to fill that gap. That is going to be a big hit to the club, considering our wage bill. Of course, we really do need to get those players in, so hopefully that is something we can fix going forward. And the other bit is some medical news, so let's head on into the medical screen and let's have a little look at those 2 injuries. Okay, so as you will have seen, those 2 injuries were 2 of our youth players. The first one was Johnny Shepherd and then Kieran Clayton. Now, Johnny Shepherd, first of all, has a minor injury. He gashed his upper leg. He managed to do that in a match against AFC Sudbury under 18s. He's currently being treated by the club doctor for 5 to 8 days. On top of that, we have Kieran Clayton, who had a concussion from training. That is classed as moderate. And, well, he's seen the club doctor for 12 days to 14. Below that, of course, was our previous injuries. There was no other injuries to catch up on. So, without further ado, let's head on over to our game. Okay, so with the Brackley game only being 2 days ago, we have 5 players starting off for the first time in the starting lineup. Not only that, but we have 2 youngsters joining us on the bench. So, if you would give a nice warm welcome to Tom Algar and Max Izard, who have joined the team for today's game, that would be absolutely lovely. But let's crack on with things. Let's head on into the dressing room and go out there and impress me. In fact, don't go out there and impress me, go out there and impress you guys, because that is what we want. Now, go out there, kick off. As you can see, nice big black stand. Looks a little different in real life. We haven't got the big white railing around the edge, and thankfully it doesn't look like it used to look in 2009, I believe it was. Yeah, go on Google Maps, have a little look at this ground back in about 2009. It didn't look great. It looked absolutely terrible. There was mattresses, all sorts of stuff dumped at pitch side. Yeah. If you want to see that, go have a look on Google Maps. You'll see exactly what I mean. But right now, they are coming at us less than a minute into this one. Mulhern trying a through ball. Duckworth will intercept that though and play it back to Jameson. He gets up to Newton. Now Newton over to King. King, of course, being one of the people starting in the starting lineup for the first time. Usually a substitute, but today he gets to start. Same with Paddy McLaughlin. Knowles, I believe, is usually a substitute. Hopper, I believe, is also a substitute as well. And that can't be all of them, surely. No, King, McLaughlin, Knowles, Hopper. Oh, Willoughby. Willoughby, of course. Willoughby, our striker here today, gets to come off the bench. And in fact, Willoughby is going to be playing the entire game no matter what, because we're limited to 5 substitutes. I couldn't really cover as many positions as I would like to, so I decided we're not going to have our forward as a backup. We're going to have a midfielder who can play in the attacking mids instead, hence why Maximilian is on our bench here today. But right now, King will go back and collect this ball here on the 22nd minute. Playing up to Ducksworth, he nods it down for McLaughlin. Paddy McLaughlin gets it over to Ducksworth. Ducksworth now through to Willoughby. Willoughby up to Hopper. Hopper tries a through ball back to Willoughby, but will he get to it? Yes, he does. Good job by Willoughby. Unfortunately, though, the shot was awful. He placed it in the hands of Flatters, and they will try and build from the back. As you can see as well, because of those 2 days since the last game, a lot of players are tired. We couldn't put people fully conditioned into this game. We had to play with some players who went on full conditioning. Thankfully, for the most part, they're doing okay. Heaney right now, though, is looking a little tired, and he's on a yellow card, alongside Gibson on his 6.6. So both of those probably going off at half-time. McLean, though, gets it over to Anderson, now to Taylor. Lovely save by Jameson, though. Thank you, Jameson, for saving our bacon there. McLaughlin, though, over to Hopper. He gets it to Heaney now. Heaney over to his left-hand side has found Gibson. By the way, this hat and headset combo, it's really giving me 90s vibes in terms of commentary. But Willoughby over to Knowles. It is blocked. Ramshaw nods it away. Gibson should be able to collect this one, though, but can he do anything with it? He is, of course, our one and only new signing thus far. Heaney holding up the ball nicely, plays it inside to Hopper. Hopper holds up the ball, plays it over to Knowles. Knowles has way too much space here. Can he use it, though? Oh, he's forced to save by Flatters. McLean will collect it, though, and keep it from being a corner before it is eventually kicked out for a throwing. Now, 5 minutes remain in the half. A through ball to Taylor. Jameson will collect this one, though. Jameson throws it out to King. King now trying to build from the back over to Ducksworth. Nice ball up to Knowles. Knowles up to Hopper. Hopper holds the ball nicely, pulls it back for Knowles. Now McLaughlin gets it up to Willoughby. Willoughby back to Newton. Newton to right to Newton. Newton plays over to his left-hand side where he's found Gibson. Gibson, will he play it down the wing? No, he's gone inside to right, in fact. Now back to Newton, back to right. Lovely possession here. Willoughby over to Gibson on this left-hand side, but possession isn't what we want. A goal is what we want. Can we use this possession? We are doing a good job keeping hold of it, but we need to keep moving forward. King now trying to go from the back yet again. He's managed to get up to the halfway line. Plays it over to Ducksworth. Lovely ball down the wing to Knowles. Now can he get a cross in, or perhaps even cut inside? He's got support behind him if he wishes. Whips it into Willoughby. Free header. Unfortunately, though, Willoughby cannot keep it down, and that is an opportunity wasted. Flatters, though, trying to build from the back for Spennymoor Town. He is probably going to kick it. Yes, he has hoofed it all the way up to Taylor. It's flew over the head of Newton. He's missed his header. Newton, don't do that. Are they going to capitalise? Taylor plays it out wide. It's now on this right-hand side. Up to Tate. Tate whips one in. Mulhern, free header. Jameson will collect this one, though. Thankfully, it wasn't a bullet of a header, and it just glided through the air for Jameson to grab. Now, he rolls it out to Newton. Captain, oh captain, hoops it up to Heaney. Heaney holding up the ball on this left hand side, pulls it back for right. Right now over to Gibson. Gibson, can he get a ball through to Heaney, or perhaps go alone? He pulls it back for right. Now up to Hopper once more. Hopper back to right. Right over to Gibson. Nice triangles on this left hand side. Up to Heaney eventually. Now we have less than 2 minutes plus any additional time in this first half. Heaney pulls it back for Gibson. Gibson over to right. Right back to Gibson. Lovely ball from Gibson, back post. Knowles, oh, got to do more with that, Knowles. You had space, time, opportunity. You just didn't grab us the goal that we needed going into half time. So, as you can see, we have had the majority of the shots. 9 to their 3, 5 on target to their 3. 53% to 47 on the possession, though, so we do need to do a little bit more. I think we're going attacking for the second half. That is the plan. Let's head into the dressing room. I am not happy with that performance. Reasonably okay, but we need to do more with the ball. We've had the ball. We need to use it. So, Who is the most tired in the team right now? We have Gibson and Heaney both on that left-hand side and Ducksworth on the right, followed by a few others, Newton right, Knowles a little bit tired as well. I think we're going double substitution on this left-hand side though. Both of them are on yellow cards, both of them are getting tired. We don't want them capitalising on that wing. So the youngster Haas is going to come in on that left-hand side. Can we get anyone over for Heaney though? That is the question. Knowles can go out there, but can anyone else go out on that right-hand side? Well, Ducksworth in fact can. Interesting. You know what? Ducksworth, move up there. Nash can come on for Heaney. We'll swap Knowles out to that side. Now, Knowles, how do you feel about being on that side? Do you rather be an inside forward? I think you would rather be an inside forward. Your dribbling does suffer a bit. Your passing isn't the greatest. But I think you would probably be better out on that wing. So we are going to do you as an inside forward on support. And hopefully Ducksworth can do something on that right-hand side. But we have a kick-off highlight here, ladies and gents. Can we do anything with it? Right, gets it up to Knowles. Back to Haas, now to Willoughby. We are in fact trying to build down this left-hand side where both substitutes are. Right, back over to Newton. It's with King in the centre circle. He's running at the defence. Plays it over to Nash on this right-hand side now. He's gone up to Ducksworth. He's got an overlap. Ducksworth gets it back out to Nash. Nash, will he do a nice little cross here? No, he will be dispossessed by Mulhern. Not Stephen, I don't think, at least. And that is the end of that. We are down to 5th place, by the way, currently on 8 points alongside Farsley and Chorley. That puts us 1 point behind Gateshead. Who is Gateshead playing against? I cannot see because it has gone back to another highlight. Flatters plays it out. Ducksworth, nice inception, nods it down for Hopper, but can we make use of it? Hopper running at the defence, shoots from range, and what a wasted opportunity from the youngster. Ducksworth also a little bit tired alongside Newton. Now, Haas will try and throw it in here on the 57th minute. He gets it to Knowles, whips one in. Tate will get it and clear it away. Now it is with Newton. Newton over to King. King in the centre circle. Can he do anything with this? He's going to run over to the right-hand side where he plays it to Nash. Nash, lovely ball through to Ducksworth. Ducksworth, can he get anything going from this? No. He's going to pass it straight to Flatters. And we are probably... yes, going to be able to have a little look at the Gateshead game. So Gateshead is currently 3-0 up in that one, hence why we have dropped down, because Farsley are also winning as well with a 1-0 home victory against Blythe thus far. Now, a couple of players a little tired. So Newton, unfortunately, you're tired. You're probably going to have to skip the next game, but you're having a great game. You are tired. You're going to have to suck it up though. Ducksworth, again, you're probably going to have to suck it up simply because I don't think we've got a replacement for you. I could possibly move Nash into Newton's spot, but I don't want to take Newton off. Willoughby, annoyingly, the one player I didn't leave a backup for, is the one player who is particularly struggling. Alongside Haas, I guess, and McLaughlin. So McLaughlin, he doesn't seem tired enough. That's my main issue. So what are we going to do here? Nash can move inside. Who else can go on this right-hand side? We've got Ducksworth, we've got King. Nobody particularly can go on that right-hand side. Can anyone drop into centre-back? Right can drop into centre-back. You know what? Newton's having a great game, but we do need to rest him up. So Newton, you can go off. Now, the question is, which of our two substitutes do we bring on? Do we bring on Algar or do we bring on Izzard? I think what we do is McLaughlin will go to there. Algar will go there. In fact, Algar, what would you like to be when you grow up? You'd like to be a simple central midfielder. In that case, we'll do this, but we'll swap this to being a simple central midfielder who does not have to worry about anything. So, Algar, you, in fact, you'll be more defensive because you like to be defensive minded because you can play in that defensive midfield role. So, that is our third and final substitute. Captain Fantastic is going to go off. McLean will now try and whip on him back post. It's a free... oh! It's cracked off the bar. Right, can he get it away for us here on the 60th minute and perhaps even get a counter-attack going? No, he cannot, because that is the end of the highlight. Willoughby nods it down for Hooper. It's now going to be Ducksworth. No, it's intercepted. Curtis gets it over to Tate. Tate over to Magnay. Magnay over to Curtis. Curtis now to McLean on this left-hand side. Gets it inside to Anderson. Anderson better than Cleverson. Gets it back to Curtis. Ball over the top to Mulhern. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Can Jameson save us here? No! Frank Mulhern has just gone and opened things. Now we are definitely going to have to go very attacking. We're going to have to demand more in this one. I think taking Newton off might have come and bitten us on the backside, unfortunately. We're going to demand more, but our team does look a little tired here today. And not surprisingly, we did play 2 days ago. But this is rather disappointing nevertheless. Haas throws it into Algar. Over to Knowles. Knowles now coming at the defence. Can we make use of this? Knowles from range. Come on, Joshua. Josh Knowles. Assist from our youngster, Tom Agar. Algar, not Agar. Algar with a beautiful pass over to Josh Knowles. Two youngsters linking up. Great shot from distance. Knowles has been trying that for the majority of this game, but as an inside forward on that left-hand side, he has shown how good a shooter he can be. And I almost called him a striker, and with a finish like that, I am not surprised. Now, we're going to drop to positive. We should probably be attacking, considering us compared to Spennymoor in terms of ability, but a lot of our players are tired. We've got right now who's tired at centre-back. Ducksworth looks like he's going to collapse. I think we just rest up. We try and go a bit easier on the lads. We'll take a draw from this. It's an away game, so it's not too bad, but we've got to try and hold on. We've got 3 minutes plus any additional time, and we are trying to build an attack here. Anderson has dispossessed it, though. He's with Ramshaw. It's now back to Curtis once more, and Magni will try and build from the back here for Spennymoor. Up to Mulhern. Lovely interception by King, though. Willoughby now tries to get it over to Knowles. He's got an overlap in Haas. He plays it back to Algar, though. Over to King in the centre circle. He's now got it over to Nash on this right-hand side. Now, can Nash get anything going? Lovely ball up to Ducksworth, but Ducksworth, as we already know, is absolutely shattered. He tries to whip one in. It is blocked. And we now have a corner with 2 minutes remaining. So, Paddy McLaughlin? Paddy? No, it's Hopper. Hopper will be the one to deliver this time. Curtis nods it away. Wright will nod it down for McLaughlin. In fact, he's going to play over to Hopper. Hopper from space. Oh, what a save from Flatters. That was a bullet of a shot. Unfortunately, though, Flatters did manage to get enough behind it and poke it away for a corner. So, Hopper whips one in near post. Flatters again will collect this one. And it looks like we might be getting a draw in this one. Like I said, it's not the worst case scenario, especially considering there's only 2 days since the prior match. But again, this is a game we should be winning. We shouldn't be coming to this one expecting a draw. But considering all the other factors, our players being tired, this being 2 days after another match, and it's away from home, I am not going to begrudge us if we get a draw from this. But it's with Willoughby. Willoughby on this left-hand side. He is going to get dispossessed by Tate. Okay. Not the greatest run, Willoughby. You cornered yourself between the player and the line. And yeah, it was a wasted opportunity. Now we are on the 92nd minute. We have 1 minute of additional time. The ball is played up. Magni will intercept it though. Plays it back to Flatters. Flatters hoofs it up to Taylor. King tries to nod it on, but instead it's nodded on to Mulhern. Mulhern comes over to his left-hand side. The goal scorer for Spennymoor. Pulls it back for McLean. McLean is going to try and whip it across. Oh, that was not a good attempt at a challenge there. Fortunately, didn't come to anything, and Haas will nod it away. Now, can we get possession back? No. Chandler will collect this one in the centre circle. Back to Curtis. Plays it up to Ramshaw. Now to Mulhern. Taylor. Taylor pulls it back for Chandler. Now up to Anderson once more. Anderson coming at the defence will play it over to this left-hand side where he has found McLean. Now, please do not try some stupid diving tackle. Thankfully, we didn't. And it's nodded away by Haas. Haas doing a great job, by the way, since he came on at left-back. He's only got 6.3, which is surprising. But from what I've seen in the highlights, Haas, you did a decent job. I don't know where that rating's from. I guess you did a lot of silly things when we wasn't watching, but in the end, Josh Knowles' equaliser gets him a 7.9, gets him the best performer, and gets us a draw in this one. As you can see, 10 on target from 16, but Flatters had an amazing performance. He got himself a 7.3. Not sure how he wasn't the best performer. A 5-3-2 formation. Spennymoor rapid defensive here today, and that is shown exactly why in the draw. But you know what? I'm disappointed we didn't come away, but that's a little harsh. I am disappointed, but that wasn't the worst result in the world. Now, next time out, we are of course going to be playing the FA Cup second qualifying round, and we don't even know who that is against. So, I hope you join us for that mystery fixture in the next one. I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.